angle is just basically to cut out the editing system within men. There's a system that we have, where at the bottom of your gut, you have a feeling. And women can go from the bottom of that gut. Like, I'm reading a couple of chapters of your book. There's some things here that's basically just bottom of the gut things where this is what makes us happy. Men have an editing system in the middle before it gets to our mouth and brain, where we're always trying to make someone else feel better before we open our mouths. And I'm trying to cut that editing system out so that actually women can really, truly understand what we want. As opposed to, like, no offense, good things in your book, but it's almost like this book is like if a fish was writing a book to fishermen to say how to catch me. Do you understand?
Yeah, exactly.
Why would I need help from a fish on how to catch you? That makes no sense. Doesn't exist. That goes against what you really are. This book is, there's no book on how to get men. Or how there's no book that a woman could write on how to get men to get you. It doesn't make any sense. This is more of a woman power thing, and I think you have enough power in this game, in the relationship game. That's what I think. I don't think that you need help, because that's what this book is basically, helping women. It's not helping men, because what we do, this is completely against what we are, animal-wise. This is a book on editing, like to give us tips. Like I read one thing where it says 1 to 10 the worst things to talk about during a date.
Right.
Don't talk about religion. Don't talk about it's like, what is there to talk about? You're saying what you don't want to talk about. Again, this is for you. It's not for us.
No, but you listen. That's the idea. These are shortcuts. Do you wanna
shortcuts to what?
Into her panties. These are the shortcuts. If you're going to start talking about religion, if you're going to start talking about your mother, it's going to take you longer to get. If you're going to listen,
but ultimately there is no shortcut. See, shortcuts to a woman's panties ends up being long cuts to my fucking life. Do you know what I mean? Meaning, you are not teaching women on how to give up pussy and walk away. It doesn't exist.
No, I'm not teaching women. I'm teaching guys how to get beautiful women fast. And yeah, sometimes
this is nothing fast. We're looking for, hey, how are you? Listen, can I just stick my finger in? That's what we're looking for. You just basically, this is a how to pick up women. This doesn't exist. This doesn't exist. But, I mean, no disrespect to this book. But again, we're talking, see how free you get to be when you tell a guy, here's how you get us. But why don't you listen to how we want to get you? Because we're masters at getting. But see, here's what you guys don't do. Women don't. You should write a book on how to keep a man, which is your job.
Well, I don't need to keep a man. I have a hard time getting rid of them, right? So,
on what level, though? Let's be honest here. Getting rid of them? Is that what your life is? Getting rid of men? That's not that's against your nature.
No, exactly. But I don't need a book on keep a man. Do you know what I mean?
You do need a book on keeping a man.
And I'm not writing for women. You know, I mean, I'm writing for guys. So basically,
when you say you don't need a book,
this is an insight into how to score women that look like me.
That is impossible. You know how to score you? How do you do that?
Well, I know how to score because I know how to score these kind of women. I've hooked up with these women before.
And how do you do it? How do I score you? Well, can any guy score you?
Of course.
Okay.
I've slept with hundreds of men. Therefore, that's
beautiful.
But what I'm saying is that there are certain kind of men that turn women on naturally, and the men that listen, you know what? It's very simple. If you just say to a woman, how do you feel about that? A woman's going to love you because guess what? You're strong but sensitive kind. That's
too
all
much
you're
thinking.
Gonna say. No, there's no thinking.
You're adding too much thinking to what guys want.
But there is no thinking. It's
there you go. And here's what you're doing right now. You're telling, this is the thing. You're telling, like, say if I'm a shark swimming around the ocean, you got in the water and just told a shark how to be a shark, and you're a tuna. Like, how do you tell me how to be what I am? Do you feel me? Like, we don't want to
tell you what
we do all this stuff in this book, a lot of it anyway. I didn't read the whole book. It's things that we already do, but we don't want to do. That's why we're losing. Our existence with you is a complete lie. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No,
we lie. We don't go from our gut to our mouth.
But I don't encourage to lie. I don't encourage guys to lie.
This is what you're encouraging.
No.
If I want to talk about religion, why why can't I talk about religion?
You can talk about religion, but chances are, if she's of different religion, she's going to get turned off of what
right here, there we go. It's the arrogance.
It's better you find out right away, though.
Who gives a shit?
Right.
This is the problem we have. It's all about what is turning you. Fuck you. Like, not trying to be offensive, but fuck what you want. Because really what it boils down to is your vagina.
But do you want to get laid or not? It comes down to how badly do you want to get laid.
There you go. You weigh in your existence. This guy here, right?
T.J. Miller.
T.J. Miller.
T.J. Miller.
The great T.J. Miller.
Fucking in an $80 million
doesn't know how to
blockbuster movie, right?
Still,
right.
But
I'm going to tell you that a vagina, he had to be in a movie, he has to be at comics, he has to be doing what he's doing in life to get some kind of stature just to get your pussy. This is what I'm saying. Women never offer up.
Yours specifically, by the way. I've been doing all this for yours specifically.
But that's what I'm saying. It doesn't impress you, but it fucking should. The fact that I have to have a goddamn good credit, I have to have a nice car.
No.
I have
Who gives a shit about good credit? I don't talk about good credit.
Oh, I'm sorry. You talk about everything else.
I talk about a bad boy. I talk about being spontaneous and risk-taking.
Who cares?
I talk about sense of humor.
We
I talk
already
about confidence
know.
and
We
authority.
already know. What do you have to have besides
Definitely
a twat?
not good credit.
Besides a twat, what do women have to have to get a man? You don't have to be charming. How do you get a man without your pussy? How would you get a man?
Well, you know, there's plenty of guys who are into things other than the pussy, unfortunately. You'd be
But I
surprised.
like to.
I'm
I'm just asking the question. If you didn't have a vagina, and this is, I get very passionate about this. Don't think I'm attacking you. But without,
no, I understand.
But wait a second, because here's what you're about to do. You're about to do some woman stuff. You're not going to answer the question. You're going to spin it into actually something else.
You know, I've been to Rio de Janeiro, and if you watch Rio de Janeiro, you see these women. You see these women in quotations that stand there, and then you see guys pulling over and getting blowjobs. Guess what? These are not women. These are transsexual.
This is exactly what I'm saying. What the fuck?
Vaginas have nothing to do with
that had nothing to do with the question. See, I'm pretty magical with this shit. I knew you was going to switch it up. But what I'm saying is, it has everything to do with it. Vagina, there's no guy in here that's ever gotten pussy in their life because they have a dick. Do you understand what I'm saying? Meaning, we can't just go, look at this dick, ladies. We have to have a skill level, a charm level. We have to have a fucking, how many pages? A 400-page book to read to figure out how to fuck beautiful women. Have you ever charmed your way into dick? Have you ever talked your way into anything? Have you ever been charming?
Absolutely.
Have you ever taken a man out to dinner who didn't want to give you dick, but you fucking talked your way into it?
Actually,
you talked your way into dick before.
I have, believe it or not.
Really, to a man that didn't want to fuck you? Really, what did you do? What were some of those charming things you did to make me want to fuck you and I didn't want to at first?
I think what Patrice is saying...
Wait a minute, TJ, because here's why we fucked up.
Okay.
Because TJ, this is what we do. We don't have ball togetherness, men.
Nope.
Because this is what makes us better than women,
just
too.
Sit back and enjoy.
TJ is going to go, ooh, this is a good time to play good cop, bad cop, right? Where it's like, oh, see, Patrice, this is what he's doing. And no offense, but he'll do anything to fuck you. This is what he's doing. But for the basic part of it, we have an objective. And you don't understand this objective. See,
you have an evolutionary objective to fuck as many women as you can.
And you have an evolutionary objective to fuck one guy as much as you can.
Exactly.
Where's your skill to do that?
What do you mean my skill to do
Where's
that?
your skill to fuck? And instead of pretending that these hundreds of men you're proud of, you really want one guy that you can call your man.
Now. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, but how are you having that? How are you keeping this guy?
How do you think I keep that guy?
Good one. How do you ask me a question with a question? It's hard for them to admit what they are. Exactly. Why? This is what the fuck. This is what they boil themselves down to.
Patrice stood up. He's standing up.
They boil themselves down to sex.
And
why are we supposed to make them better? Why are we supposed to make them better than what they think they're selfish?
I also make a good living. Much better living than my man does, so that helps.
Which is why your relationship is on the way out anyway, because you can't deal with having a guy that's less cool than you.
Oh, he's not less cool.
He absolutely is. He's a man that is not better than his woman.
Why is he not better?
Because he doesn't make as much money as you.
But that doesn't define somebody better or worse.
Yeah, it does for you.
It doesn't.
Yeah, you look at a king.
You
want a
me
king
why?
in your life? Is he your king?
Yeah, he's my king.
How's he your king when you're above him and you're the queen?
I don't think I'm above him.
Queen, king don't exist. It's king, queen.
I don't think I'm above him.
You're better than him.
No, I'm not better than him.
You're just enjoying your control right now, but now, as soon as you get done with him, he'll be gone.
I'm not done with him. I mean, we're equal in this relationship.
You don't know how to make yourself happy. And not you, women. This is what it boils down to.
I'm an extremely happy person.
There's no way you're happy with a man that's less cool than you.
I don't think he's less cool. He's super cool guy.
Absolutely less cool than you. Listen, I love what I read, but you're not tapping into the animal that you're dealing with. You're tapping into you, which is what women do. You don't tap into us. Us is a different thing from you, and you need to learn about us from us, not from you. I don't like an unhappy guy, a traditional unhappy guy. I don't like
I don't like an unhappy guy either.
But
and
you have no choice to that.
I'm not that big on commitment myself. I think most marriages should be open marriages on both sides.
But that's not to your nature. You decided to go with the guys.
Nature?
Women's nature. Women's nature is not
women's
to
nature,
have.
of course, because you're talking about years of millennium of evolution.
100 different dicks in you. I don't mind it, but that's not what you crave. Is 100 different dicks. You want one dick that you love. You don't want to. When you say you want 100 different dicks, you're being a guy, but you're not being a guy.
A couple. You'd be surprised. You know what? Women are cheating as much as men do.
Doesn't matter. They're miserable when they're doing it.
Not always miserable.
Women are miserable. You know why? Because there's no satisfaction to how you get dick. You get dick by opening your legs. Do you understand? You just
like
sit here and you sit there and you spread your legs and just go, fellas, one of you, would you like to touch it? We'll all go, yeah. If you had a room full of women and a dick came out and it's like, put your hands on it, ladies, you would all go, ew, because it doesn't matter how you get dick.
You've been hanging out with the wrong women, Patrice.
I know you try to be different, but we all know.
I don't know.
We all know that you're a girl. You sit down to pee, you have kids, you do things that make you, even the act of being...
What's so bad about being a girl?
It's just, look, I've done girl things. You ever think you had to take a shit, but you just peed? And you just sitting there and sitting down peeing and how miserable you was just sitting down. Like, what a bitch you felt like. How demoralized you are by going, ugh, I'm sitting down to pee. You ever lay back and pretend like play fuck with your girl and put yourself in missionary position just for a game, and the idea of someone you're laying on your back with your legs back and someone is fucking you? It is embarrassing. Bleeding every month for no reason. You are miserable. God made you miserable. You know what guys do that's fun? We have an activity where once in a while, maybe me, once every other day, I kill life. I squirt life anywhere. On my girl's chest, on a sock, anywhere. There's no activity where a woman enjoys just killing eggs. There's no activity where they go, yay, there's an egg on the floor. This is why you're miserable, because your happiness, wait a minute, your happiness is based on thinking you're a man. They don't understand what it's like to be frivolous. They're not frivolous with their body. That's why I know 100 guys, fucking 100 guys, means nothing to a woman. It's not happiness, because there's no gratification to it. There's no hunt. You know what you're hunting? Love. And you don't know how to get it.
Some women hunt love.
You hope this guy that you fuck will love you. It's scratching the lottery. You don't know how to get love. Have no clue.
Wow.
Right, let's talk some tea talk.
Wow.
So it's your rant on how great it is to be a man.
You know it, because your book.
So why do you think...
You're on the men's side, not on the women's side. This book says it right here. You on our side.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
But let me tell you, why do you think so many men out there, and they email me all day long, want to be women? And how come majority of transsexuals and transvestites dress up as women?
So they can have control over what they don't have control over.
Yeah, exactly. So who is miserable here? If majority of transsexuals are men, male to female, they're miserable. They all want to be girls. They all want to be submissive.
They just want to control pussy.
They all want to dress up. They all want to dress up in girly clothes.
That's why pimps are pimps. Not because they can put women on the street and make them sell their pussy, but the mind of how do I control something that's controlled by an unlikable creature? Like you're awful. If I control pussy, boy, pussy be great.
I don't know about that.
I would bring the value of pussy down to
you know
zero
what?
if I
I
owned
think
a
majority
pussy.
of men would love to be a woman. That's why it's one of the
Are
biggest
you
fetishes.
serious? What, sit down and pee?
Are guys wearing female panties. That's
It's
huge.
control. It's
huge
a
on the
control
internet.
It's to have an idea of how it is to control the vagina, because God has given a miserable animal
I don't know
the
about
power
that.
to
I
control
disagree.
something to make us happy.
Yeah, Patrice hates vaginas.
I can see
He
that.
likes the vagina. He just doesn't like all the shit
rest of
that's
it.
around
Right.
it
Right.
and the shit it takes.
Seriously.
He just,
it
he
makes
just
me
said if
bad
he
for you.
owned the pussy,
Patrice
he'd
needs
bring
a
the
pocket
value
pussy.
to zero.
Patrice needs a pocket
Because
pussy.
I really,
He'd be a lot happier.
It bothers me how little women bring to the table and how many demands you have.
I don't think we have a lot of demands. You know what? How many demands do we have?
I don't know. Let's read chapter 6.
What are the demands?
Here's the hit. Being gregarious, taking up space, and looming. What's bad? Being a loudmouth.
I think guys have way more demands.
Yeah.
Hey, we
No,
have
we
to look
don't.
beautiful. We have to look young. We have to wear lingerie for you.
Ready?
We have to be thin. How many demands do you have?
Fair enough. You know what that boils down to? One thing. Object. Just be an object. An object of desire.
Perfect
That's what your
object.
job is.
So that's a lot more demands. All we want you guys to do
I want a
is
shiny watch,
show
not
up.
a scruffy one. All we want you to do is not
That's
be scruffy.
way more demands than we don't want anything from you. We don't care if you're bald. We don't
you don't?
care. I talk about appearance. We are not shallow. We don't care if you don't, if you don't shave. We don't have any of those. We have to shave your legs for you. We have to look perfect. We have to diet for you. Put makeup, wear lingerie. How many demands is that?
Enunciate. Okay, enunciate. This is your book.
This is my
Here's
book.
what we ready.
If you
Oh,
want
good. Here it is.
Who
Here
wants
it is.
the guy who mumbles?
Top.
I just found your perfect woman, by the way. I want to give you the Adam and Eve's pussy. Here you go.
And you can control that completely.
All right, so
Fair enough.
AdamEve.com.
No,
Look,
talk
this is
to her.
why we lose. You
Yeah.
fucking talk to her, and you try to see her tits. Go ahead. This is why we fucking lose, and we should be winning. This is give me that. This is Patrice needs. That's what Patrice needs. Fake pussy. Fair enough. That's what we do. That's what we do. We don't call him out because we love pussy. But the fact is, after the pussy, then what?
Then
Fair
what?
enough.
All right, then what after the pussy? What are you getting at, Patrice?
Nothing.
No,
I'm
be
going to look
serious.
at fake. Let me touch
I
this.
was joking. It's a quick joke just to lighten the room up a little bit.
It don't need lighten up.
All right, so wait. After the pussy, then what are you getting at?
After we do our job.
Then you're in hell after that?
No, after we do our job.
And get the pussy.
And get what we trying to get initially. Some
Right.
of us try to pretend we're looking for love, but no guy goes out and goes, listen, fellas, let's go. Hey, Than, Opie, everybody, let's get together because let's all go out and find love. It doesn't happen. We go out and search for a certain thing. That's what we're built to do, is hunt for that. The other thing, if it happens, it happens. But it shouldn't happen because we get pussy. I shouldn't. That's like, that it's like going fishing on a fishing boat, right? All the things you have to do, you buy the bait, you go out in the ocean, you find a perfect spot, you fish, you catch this big thing on the fucking hook, you get this giant tuna, and you're like, holy shit, look what I did.
Look what I did.
Then you throw the tuna back in the water, and then the fucking fish jumps back in the boat.
Yeah, I don't get him at all.
And goes, I love you. You know, motherfucker.
Statistics shows that men fall in love a lot faster than women do on the first date. These are statistics on psychological studies. Men are 3 times more likely to kill themselves after romantic breakup. Women get over romantic breakup a lot quicker. Men live longer in marriages than those who are not. So statistics shows that men are much better off when they're in love.
I think
But they
Patrice
go
would
around,
say
but
that.
they like to
I
say
reject that.
these are
Yeah.
statistics. You
I just
cannot
reject it.
reject. You
I
can
reject
reject anything you
statistics.
want, but I'm trying to tell
How
you
many
these
people?
are
100?
studies.
100
Oh no,
studies?
these are studies.
You can't
Documented
study.
studies.
You got to study. It's a. You see,
this is men love to walk around and say, "Oh, we don't want love. We don't want love," but
we
statistics
don't
show they do.
because we get love easy. Once I fuck you, you love me.
I don't know. It's not.
Why
so easy.
do you think a guy would be more depressed?
Women are very
after
conditional about their love.
Why do you think a guy would be more depressed after a breakup than a woman? Why do you think so?
Exactly.
Why
do you
I
think
think
so? Yeah.
Because it's women have social networks. You know what? They talk to their girlfriends. They
No.
move on a lot faster.
No.
Guys dwell
No.
on stuff. They don't
because a
express
woman
emotions.
could go out that night
Yeah.
and have a dick. And the guy
And
has to search around, and maybe at 4 in the
Exactly.
morning, he's fucking drunk and going home to jerk off because he didn't get anything. And then
For
the next
whatever
night,
reason,
the
they do get
girl
depressed.
can go out and get another dick. And the guy, again, has to go out and work his ass off to try to get...
So
Why do they
tired
kill
of
each
vaginas.
Why are they 3 times
Adding
more?
up.
Why do guys kill each other all the time?
I am
Romantic
so
suicide.
Each other?
tired of vaginas
Over pussy.
adding up to your whole life.
Why are they dueling over
Anthony,
that? Why?
Over
Anthony,
pussy?
you're a famous
Pussy's great.
millionaire. A famous millionaire.
Yeah.
But a fucking loser could fuck you because she has a pussy. A fucking loser. Like a woman who has nothing extra except for vagina can fucking feel like she's at your level. Do you understand? You're not at the social status, the thinking status. You don't have friends. First of all, women don't have friends with each other. That's why you want to hang around us all the time, because we're better at being friends. Do you know any information about your friends that could, like, ruin their lives? Their lives. No.
Yes, we do.
Really? You
As
could
a matter of
destroy. You
fact-
could destroy one of your girlfriend's lives.
Absolutely.
Do it. Let's hear it.
Women talk
What is it?
about
Which woman?
guys about the women talk to each other more than guys
Would
do.
you
by far
hide
more.
a gun for your girlfriend if she committed a murder?
Yeah, I
Well,
would.
she knows that. See, let me tell you why she's good. She knows
hit
the
a gun?
man. She knows in case I might need my bitch to hide a gun. Might. She's smart enough to know the guy answer to
Joe.
this. But you could feel this right here. She's a little bit annoyed with her own life, because this is what I'm saying. And this is she cut me off on this.
I gotta agree. I
Dr.
think more
Z,
like a guy.
Dr. Z, Doctor.
I think more like a guy. I have to admit.
You can't think like a guy. You know why it's not impressive? Could suck 1,000. She only sucked 100.
But Patrice, we want to hear.
This is all bing, bing,
A
bing,
couple.
buzz. You reward your man with asshole.
Yeah.
Women make me sick.
Of
Are you
course.
fucking out your mind?
You know what it is?
You
It's like
reward
shaping
him.
an animal.
You
in
reward.
circus.
You're rewarding us with this thing
It's
call.
shaping
Thank
an
you.
animal. It's really coming out now.
And
This
here's my
book,
stink hole.
This attitude is for cornballs.
Yeah.
This is for cornballs who are
my God.
This is for goofy guys.
But this is what
Goofy guys.
guys
This
could
is for
do
goofy
to
guys.
women. They can shape
Oh, you
them
got me
too.
roses for
And that's what I
Valentine's Day.
talk about
That's
in
not.
my
That's
book.
not
Here's your
even. Yeah,
reward.
yeah.
My
You shave your
stink hole.
balls. It's fine. It's fine to shave your balls. But we're talking about why
right,
your
sorry.
asshole's a prize. That's what women are. Just 3 holes.
Well, and I
3 holes.
I,
Basically, that's what it is. 'cause
is
it's,
that in the book? How to Get Women? Just saying you're a bunch
yeah.
of holes. Is that?
Oh, well, no,
holes.
but I do talk in the book about how to get anal and why and how most women
All right,
actually
how do
most
you get
women
anal?
love it.
Two
I'm
seconds.
shutting the fuck up.
Let me
Because
fuck
I
you
get
in the
serious
ass.
about this fucking shit. It's just.
And this is the woman who gives up ass to everyone,
But
and I
if
don't
it-
think you want that kind of
But
woman.
if you
that's
just had
the
2 days,
one that
just 2
fucking
days.
fucks 100 guys. Yeah, that kind of woman. But it's not on her.
Patrice?
All
Patrice?
fucking women are
Patrice?
this fucking hypocritical and retarded.
Patrice, let her finish.
Those dirty,
really
those
wanna
dirty
know.
asshole bitches.
I really
You know what? Patrice is not
Wow.
helping. He's getting guys less pussy rather than more.
Yeah, bro, of course.
Because
man.
this kind of approach is going to turn women off. But
please.
that's
Gives a
what
shit.
this
There's
is for
a million
angry,
of you.
This is for
you fucked
angry
100
guys.
guys. Did they all do the same thing to get you? They were all men. You didn't fuck
No,
some guys
they-
on the first night?
Well,
The first day you met
they
her?
all had to qualify.
Of course.
Exactly.
They
They
had
all
to
had to
pretend, they had to
qualify.
offer, they had to imply all their hard work to get your twat.
No,
but
not
yes,
at all.
they did.
But
Yes,
they had to offer me some value, some interest,
course.
something.
What?
They didn't come up to me and say, "Let me fuck you."
Of course not.
All
But what did they do? I'm listening.
All right, just
but
listen for a minute.
So
You're
I don't
losing your
have to
mind.
fucking cut people. But this is horseshit. This is more vaginal horse.
Well, let
shit.
me listen to you. No, I want to
Dr.
hear
Z, talk
Patrice's
us-
approach. Right now, all he gave us is how not to get any pussy and why pussy means nothing. I want to know his approach. What is his advice to a guy to score with a woman? Here is a woman in a bar. How do you score with her? I want to know.
I don't have
Since right now.
advice on
Well,
how to
exactly. You
pick
don't
up
have advice.
women.
All you have
Fair
is
enough.
just
There you go. You keep
angry,
talking. That's what they do.
bitch,
Angry,
and
evil
complain.
guy.
Bullshit. That's all it is.
There you go. That's the real shit. There I go. There you go. I like that. That's what I want. The real
Yeah,
shit.
this is
You're
angry crap.
emotional horse shit. Because
There's
that's
no
what you all
emotional
are.
stuff.
Emotional
Where is
rats.
that emotional?
Wrapped up in your vagina.
I am very calm.
this
You
is-
are getting
You said-
emotional.
it's because I take it very
I
seriously.
might-
You know how you get the asshole? You eat the pussy, lick the asshole, and it feels good. Then you put a finger in it, and then the bitch wants to do some. Want to know how you pee on your girl? in the shower. Want to know how to get her to suck your dick? Slap her in the face with it. This is what's wrong with you. You direct too many of your movies. Open up. That's what the fuck you do.
All right, well, I guess
the fuck you don't know. You're the fucky. How you gonna tell me how to fuck you?
We actually
you get fucked.
We haven't. So the question has been answered, Dr. Z, and thank you for coming in
Dr.
today.
Z, do you agree with Patrice's approach on the asshole?
Patrice's book is considerably shorter than yours.
Yeah.
It's more of a pamphlet.
Right.
Yeah, I would see that.
Would you agree with that as far as how to get the asshole?
No.
No? Well, how do you get the asshole?
Well, then you'll just have to read my book, Dr.
No,
Z's Scoring.
don't cop out.
What chapter?
Don't cop out with
I'll
that,
read it.
Dr. Z.
Well, why don't, you know...
Let's see what's how to get
Here's what.
Yeah, talking about emotional.
So
I get emotional because when do guys get to be? When do we get to be fucking emotional?
We want you to be emotional.
How
we want you to
much
express
losers
it,
you guys are. You are fucking losers trying to make here's what you're trying to do. Have a man and have a woman at the fucking same time. We're men. We're better than you.
We want a guy. We don't want a woman. We don't want a wussy guy.
Yeah,
we don't want that.
A non-wussy guy's better than you.
Yeah, and those are the things that you like.
You condition her to know that she doesn't really have a choice in what you like sexually. Do you understand? It trickles down from you. They don't know. The only thing they know.
You're saying you can get a woman to do anything you want.
You don't negotiate with
tell that. So this is actually interesting because it sounds like you guys are saying the same thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying
Patrice
too.
I think you're on the same page.
Oh,
but
yeah,
Patrice, I think you're
right there. I think, of course. Go ahead.
By sticking your dick in.
No, I didn't
the
say
first
that.
time you
I didn't
meet
say
her.
that. I didn't say that. But why shouldn't you fuck her in the ass the first time as opposed to the pussy the first time? What's I don't get it.
Good question, Doctor.
Why? Because most women are defensive about that, and most women are uncomfortable.
And you know
with that.
why? Most women, because you make up your own movie that stars you, stars you as me, stars you as the director, you're the producer.
No.
Stop doing, they don't know what they like. Anytime you fuck a girl, anytime you fuck a girl and she tells you what she likes, that means she likes it because some other dude did it. And she goes, oh, I like that. But you don't have an explorative mind where you go, you know what? I wonder what it's like. If it wasn't for the fact a guy tried to fuck you in your ass, you wouldn't go, boy, I want to get fucked in my ass. We bring everything to you. Your whole idea is based on you want to be a man. You think like a man because thinking like a woman is so fucking awful. That's why you think like a man.
Well, so why you never answer my question? Why majority of transvestites and transsexuals?
Your question. How about the 17 questions you didn't fucking answer?
You didn't ask me any question. This is a monologue.
10 hours they've been asking you how to fuck a girl.
This is a monologue.
You bring up this transvestite
I'm
thing.
Sorry. I'm very sorry.
You bring up the transvestite
He's
thing.
saying that women that women don't want to be women, that it sucks being women, that it's so great to be a guy. So I'm asking you why then all of the 99% of hundreds of thousands transsexuals and transvestites are male to female. It's guys who want to wear women's clothing, guys who want to make up, guys who want to submit to mistresses and dominatrix. It's all about guys.
That's not
wanting
like the
to
majority
be
of
women.
guys.
It's a huge percentage.
That's like saying 99% of retarded people can't fucking figure out math.
No, but I'm saying that.
You know, because they're fucking retarded.
Why there are no transsexuals
he did
who want to
answer
be
that.
I'm
women?
trying to shut the fuck up, but he just made a point that you completely didn't acknowledge. He just made a very
It's a
logical
higher percentage
analogy.
than you would think. A very high percentage.
What he's saying is who gives a fuck
that's not guys.
what guy wants to be a transvestite.
Yeah.
We're
Why?
talking about guys who are
guys
who
wanna
want to
fuck
fuck
girls.
women.
and also
Why? Because you're saying to me that it sucks being a woman and that all women want to be guys. That women hate being women.
I agree with Patrice. You said at one point, you said guys dress up like women because they want to control that thing.
No, they don't want to control that. They want to be that. They don't want to control anything. They want to get rid of their dick. They want to become women. They want to dress up. They want to be pretty. They want to be cute little girls.
And they want to be the
because
fucky.
it's empowering. Yeah.
But they're
so
crazy.
Why do they want to?
But we're talking about regular dudes. I'll tell you why I'm mad. I'm just mad, and not at her. It's just like you figure somebody with Dr. in front of their name, right, would just be saying something you haven't heard from the average bitch that work at McDonald's. You're just saying the same horse shit. It's like, it's like, to ask, hey, how do you do ass to mouth? It's the same as, how do you fuck her? You know what I mean? It's like, once you figure out the control of how to talk a woman out of being like their typical horseshit, it's just getting around their typical bullshit, because they don't have a filter. They go from how they feel to coming out their fucking mouth. They never explore how to have an option on how to think. She believes that just because she thinks like a guy, that makes her a guy. Like, no. Like, when I was getting ready to say doctor, do you realize the fact that you're a doctor doesn't make you more attractive than if you fucking was the woman garbage man?
No, it does make me more attractive.
It doesn't.
It doesn't make you more attractive to
you. It doesn't.
Because you are into skanky women who are not.
No. How about
not
this?
doctors. But there's plenty of guys to whom it does make me more
attractive. I'll give you an example that Patrice brought up. I'll give you an example of a point he brought up. You take a plumber. Just a guy, he's a plumber, average-looking guy. He walks up, and he tries to get into, I don't know, some Hollywood starlet's pants at some party. He's lucky enough to somehow get his way in there. He's not getting near her. If he talks to her for 2 seconds, he's being driven away. It ain't going to work. You put the shoe on the other foot where some girl comes in, attractive looking, doesn't have to be the best looking girl in the world, can absolutely hook up with a rock star or George Clooney or any other guy, because for no other reason than she has a vagina that the guy wants to get into.
That's not true.
Well, and that she's hot.
Because what's Halle Berry ends up with this movie star. I mean, a movie star Halle Berry ends up with some model, some guy who's nobody but has a cute face.
A model, though. It's a model. He's not a
model.
But
He's not a guy that makes money for being attractive.
Do you think George Clooney is going to hook up with just any girl? He's going to hook up with a hot girl.
He's going to fuck her.
He's gonna
a hot girl, right? You just answered me.
It's the same way the other
but
way
it doesn't
around.
matter.
Halle Berry's gonna fuck a guy because
hold on.
He's a model.
Let me say this. Hold on. The model or the hot girl that George Clooney hooks up with can be a fucking receptionist at a hair-cutting salon.
Do you think it doesn't work the other way around?
The hot guy that Halle Berry hooks up with, he ain't gonna be no fucking guy that works for the telephone company. This is going to be a model guy, some fucking director, producer, or some shit. Because the guy needs to have something, and the girl needs to have a pussy. That's Patrice's point.
Why won't you just admit that?
You do have to back that up. I mean, there's a guy who's in The Office, and like not a terribly attractive guy. He was an out-of-work actor for a very long time. He said the second that he got on television, as soon as he got on television, he goes, it evened the playing field. I would walk into a room, and it was like being a hot girl. All of a sudden, girls would talk.
So what's your point? What's the point?
The point is that the
we're
guys,
less shallow. We're looking for qualities other than your looks. You guys only care about looks. You don't care how dumb a woman is. You don't care if she's like a complete.
There you go. This is the real world. This is girl coming out.
But that makes you a shallow guy.
This bullshit Dr. Z is disappearing, baby. Good job, TJ.
Now I am going to come over.
Now Victoria Zordak is coming the fuck out, baby.
No, but I'm not getting.
There you go.
But that's exactly the point.
Good job.
Anthony just said what's true, which is that a guy needs to have external things about him. He needs to have other things to level the playing field. All a girl has to do is be attractive. Now, if a guy, why won't a girl go out with a guy who works at the telephone company and is like kind of good looking?
They go out all the time.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Do you want me to give you names? I'll give you names of women.
I used to work at Radio Shack. I'll give you some
names.
Hold on.
Can I just please?
I'll give you. No,
wait a second. I'm trying. I'm not.
So far, you've been the low ball insults. That's all you've been doing.
Fair enough.
I'm going to give you names.
This is what I'm talking about.
No.
This is the real boiling down to being a girl.
I'm going to give you names of women who ended up.
I'm going to fucking let you talk. I just want to say this one thing about your book. Just on this point. This is an entire book on what a guy should do to get pussy.
Right.
Not to
have a life
with her, not to understand anything about all this shit to get. You are
because guys don't care about getting life. They care about getting pussy.
So,
that's your point right there.
This is why
they don't want
you're trying.
They don't want a book on relationships.
But here's what your book does.
I'm not controlling anything. I'm giving guys.
Here's what this book does.
I'm giving guys
this
quick
book
tips.
Makes guys act a certain way, so that when you finally give up the pussy, he might have an emotional investment in you.
This
so
book
that
has
you
nothing
can
to do with emotional
it has
investment.
Emotional investing.
That's exactly
qualities.
what. No, what are you talking about?
Why don't you
this
just write a book called "Ladies"? Give up your pussy and stop playing.
That's your book. This is the book you need to write.
But
Ladies,
why
give
wouldn't
up your
you,
pussies.
if you have a male point of view, why wouldn't you just write it for women?
Because I don't write books for women. I don't want to write books for women.
But you're writing books for men that have nothing to do with how the fuck we feel.
You don't. Why should I write about how you feel?
Exactly.
You want to get hot women? I give you a formula to get hot women.
A formula.
You want to know? You write books for women.
7,000
See, here
page
it
book
is.
when it shouldn't even be.
I think I can explain what Patrice was saying. It's more
He's
difficult.
trying to get me to write books for women.
Yeah, but
I don't write books for women.
But you could.
He needs to write a book
because
for
it's,
women.
That's what I'm gonna do.
You could because it's easy. What you're saying is take a car on a road, and you want to get the car down the road. So your version of this book is the equivalent of moving the road under the car.
No. Not
And
at all.
Patrice's idea is you turn the car on and drive it down the fucking road. It's a lot easier for you to say, women, just give up the pussy.
You want me to tell all those women out there, just give it up.
fuck.
Just give it up.
Right.
And you might come out of it happy in the end if you stop qualifying how important you
But guess
are
what?
to your vagina.
I'm here to sell the books, and women are not going to buy the book, give up the vagina. They don't want to give up their vagina. It serves no evolutionary purpose for them to give up their vagina.
Evolutionary
and we're
purpose.
evolutionary. We are the human
Let me
animal.
tell you how behind.
That's a hot button word for Patrice.
Let me tell you how behind you guys are. In the year one, or whenever you found out pussy was valuable, and you found out some guy would give his rocks up
You know
for
how
your
long
for your
ago?
vagina. When, yeah,
About millions years ago.
million years ago, and I say men are behind the pussy a million years, but we are evolving because we're tired of giving up everything we worked for twat. So you're basically staying the same as you were in the year 07 or whatever the
So
fuck.
how are you evolving?
We're
Let me show you.
evolving by understanding that all your demands that you have as women, all the things you want, you're not going to get it.
It's very simple.
You
It all
have to
boils down to two
You
things.
have to earn what you want.
It boils down to two things. Eggs are rare. There's not that many of them. Sperm is plenty. Therefore, you've got something that there is lots of. We've got something that's rare.
Yeah.
You want your genes passed on?
Yeah.
You got to play the dance. That's how it works.
That's not true.
We are the carriers
It's
of the genes. But
absolutely
you
not
wanna pass on. Yes, that's how it is.
Well, no, scientifically it's true, but how you're
But
making
you're not going to change anything.
But you're
It's going
not
to always be like
special
that.
because you're a girl. You're not special because you can have
Why are
babies.
you making it
You're not special. We just happen to be the dudes that shoot it out. You happen to be the receivers. Like, you're not a special person because nature said that you have babies. You're not special. It's just
You're
nature.
missing the point. You're
There is
missing
no
the point.
Your
Guys
point is,
want to pass on as many of their genes as possible.
Yeah.
We want to be selective, and that's how it works. It's always going to be. We've got something you want. We can pass on your
okay,
genes.
so when you was
you
fucking
cannot pass on
when
your
you was
genes.
fucking all these guys, it was all pleasure, and so you kind of
Of course
went
it was
against
all pleasure.
nature. So basically,
I'm a little different from most women.
I see. I don't agree that you
don't
are.
agree that?
No, because look at all these angry sips of water. I like her now. I like Dr. Z now
Oh, she
because
can
she's
hold her
getting
own.
out.
I'm not
She's
angry.
getting out her whole horse shit. I really like it. I really like the fact that she the dig she's saying I'm giving. She was giving like, oh, you like to fuck scuzzbags. Yeah, but I fuck doctors too. They're just as fucking dumb as every other girl. I've met dumb garbage girls and I've met dumb doctors. When it comes to this game, you can't win it.
What
Because
is
you
the
have
game?
no skill
What
to
is the
get what
game?
you want. We have the skill to get pussy. We don't
What
need
is
this
the
book.
skill? What is your skill? We'll give guys a specific skill.
We also have to have the skill. Women
What is the
don't.
skill? I want to know
The
the skill.
skill is all whatever you've done over you. Like He has different skill. I have different. I don't have a how to.
You
pick
have
up.
a skill. I gotta give you. You got the gift of gab. But there's a lot of guys out there who don't have the skill.
Exactly.
And my book gives them the skills.
No, they don't. Your book teaches them how.
My
Look
book
at
gives them the
a
skill.
fucking retard with a job. This is what makes guys different than women. Get attracted to other things. Your downfall is that you're not as shallow as us. So a retarded guy can go, a retarded millionaire can go, listen, you know, I want $1 million, but I can't. He can get pussy. A retarded billionaire woman is in deep shit. Hey, handsome, can you?
Let me tell you, if you've got money, you're gonna get pussy or dick. Just look at all these, look at Ivana Trump. She's like hanging out with these hot male models and get, it doesn't matter. If you've got money, you can get laid. So that's not an issue. We're not talking about money
Ivana Trump doesn't have to pay to get dick.
But I'm trying to tell you that it doesn't matter. If you've got money, you're going to get laid. It doesn't matter what gender you are.
Have you struggled ever to get dick? Have you struggled to get dick?
No.
Yeah, so what do you know?
Have you struggled?
I'm a fat motherfucker. I had to learn how to get pussy. I had to talk. I had to learn.
So tell the guys right now, give them concrete advice. Regular guys who don't have the humor that you have, who don't have the gift of gab, give them concrete advice. They
don't need as much as. Put it this way: do you have satisfaction when you're like? How did the dick become such a lesser value than the vagina?
By the way, TJ's mother is.
I told you how it became.
Hi, mommy.
How are you, man?
It's very simple.
Hey, Mom, we're just talking about dick and how to get pussy.
It's not the
pussy
dick.
has no value.
We'll
talk about it.
We'll talk
about it at lunch.
His mother's like my mother. Like my baby's in a movie. I don't
care.
It's not dick versus pussy. It's sperm versus eggs.
Ooh.
And there's.
But it's not though, because I'll be happy putting it on you as well as in you.
Right. See?
I know that, but you want your genes passed on, right? And therefore, you're out there looking for these receptacles to pass on your genes.
Ooh, receptacle.
And we can also,
I like that. I like
we
receptacle.
can only pass on.
Sock,
now
cup,
we're talking
floor or woman.
That's actually my mom told me that.
It's not hoary to come on my stomach, but face is disrespectful.
Right? How do we get
disrespect? It messes up your makeup, and some women think it makes them break out.
On your forehead, the nape of your neck. This is what I'm saying.
It's no fly zone.
It's just this argument.
And it stings when it gets in the eyes. It really fucking stings.
Yeah.
So that's why they say the respect. They just keep it away from
God,
me.
I'm gonna read this whole book. I like this. I like Victoria. But this is exactly. I could fuck her so easy based on the fact that she fucking hates my guts. That's
I
all
don't
it
hate you
is.
at all. I actually find you very entertaining.
You
know what?
Like a big bear.
I actually went.
What would you do to her?
And you know what?
I can't even begin to
Now,
imagine
see,
what
you-
sex
I
would
would
look
pull
like
out
between the two of
blonde
them.
hair and bite her right on her cheek.
You
That's the first thing I
see,
would
you
do.
only want to
King
fuck
Kong.
me because I'm hot, right? I actually
You're
would
not
like
bad.
To,
That would be the
I
definition of
I
hate
like to
fucking.
fuck guys
Wait.
who are
What,
quick
Patrice?
with it and who have a good sense of humor.
You're not bad. And let me explain to you what you are. And this is not an insult. Because this is a thing we apply. Because a guy like me, a guy that's not a fucking model good looking dude.
Sure.
Okay.
The guy doesn't have to be model
We
good-looking.
usually go 1 to 10 when guys are going, hey, explaining a hot girl. Hey,
Right.
1 to 10. What you give her, man? Ooh, she's like a 9. In real life, you're a 10. But we went up to 30. Okay, me and my friends went up to from 1 to 30. Okay. And what we did is break that 30 down into 3 categories of 10. The first 10 is ugly bitches. The second 10 is okay looking bitches. And the third 10 is beautiful bitches. So a number 20 is either a beautiful, okay looking woman or a ugly, fine woman. A 10 is a gorgeous, ugly woman. An 11 is a ugly, okay looking woman.
What's Dr. Z?
I love this scale.
Dr. Z is a 21. To me, she's an ugly, beautiful woman. She is as gorgeous of an okay woman as you can get. But the reason you do this is not to insult a woman. It's to know how much confidence to have.
True.
Like I don't have 30 confidence, but I know I can get a 22.
Mother, you're a 30 in my book. I want you to know that.
Yeah, I think TJ's mom is beautiful.
She's wonderful.
Uma Thurman is a 10.
I give her 25.
She's a
beautiful, ugly girl.
woman.
But actually, it's funny because if you read my book, I have have this whole thing on demystifying beauty, because guys go gaga over beauty, and that's exactly what I tell them. Tell yourself beauty's common, beauty's out there. You know what? Beauty's dime a dozen. I want something more substance than just beauty. And if you talk to yourself like that, you can actually demystify beauty and have the power to come up to any woman. Because you know what, guys,
not any woman though, depending on really on, because you might not have the confidence. Because what that does is gives confidence. Like if you look at a woman and go, she's a 15.
Exactly, but that's that's exactly what, by the way, I talk
to her like a 15. But the 30, you might have trouble talking
Dr.
to her.
Z, are you all about the big cock?
No. At all. And actually, if you read my book, if I read my book,
As long as those questions
I have
get
a
out
whole
there.
chapter on why size does not matter, guys. Size does not matter.
Yeah.
So you're telling
You know
me
what it
No
is?
one cares. I
do
still
wanna
want a
ask this.
baby arm, Jack. I want a fucking pole of
When
death.
Yeah,
an unattractive plumber who has a small penis, if he reads your book, he can approach a perfect what?
Absolutely.
A 20? A 25?
22.
30.
22, 30.
A 12.
A 12. And,
Forget
and
about
can
these
score with her.
numbers. Forget about
Well,
these
the numbers
numbers.
are not very important.
Because you know what? You know, guys,
12
too
is an
much.
ugly,
They're
all right
obsessed over
looking
this
woman.
look stuff. They're just women. Yeah, they're just women. Who cares? Imagine what she's going to look like in 50 years. She's not going to be a 10. If you have that in your mind, you can approach any
So
woman.
you